Good afternoon. This is Ron Brown. It's 1:44 p.m. Central Time on Friday, the 11th of April, and I'm going to show you some scans that I'm putting out to the Insider Club. They'll be released Saturday morning, and this is an idea that I came up with just recently, and what it is, it's intraday relative strength scans, and I'll show you what I'm up to. Always remember the market is your teacher. We learn that every day. Any stock index or ETF mentioned in this presentation is not a recommendation to buy or sell. All trading strategies are used at your own risk. Now I'm doing this in a little bit larger, with a little larger font than I have been using, because I'm going to concentrate on this area right here. And you'll see in my warehouse views that I've added a new category, and it's called Intraday Relative Strength. And within this, there are two folders. Now, I may be doing some more work. This top folder, everything is finished. This one here is I'm just experimenting with internal relative strength. Now, intraday relative strength. What is intraday relative strength? Well, the way I've got this set up, and with my market analysis folders, I have a folder here that says intraday relative strength to S&P sectors, and 01, if I click, or when I click on that, and you have to make sure you're in all securities here, because the filter directs it to the correct directory in the market analysis files. And I am sorted on raw combo here, and what this does shows me the relative strength of these sectors. Now, when the market opened this morning, and most of the way through the morning, all of these were red, and now they're all green. And it's been that way. Let's see, it looks like the 10-year bond yield was up to around 455, and then it started dropping. And when it started dropping, the market started rallying, and it's quite strong right now. But what I have here, I have all of the sectors. Let me bring up an arrow here. I have all of the S&P sectors, plus I have the spider in here, and I have the QQQ in here. So based upon the combo that I'm using, this tells me which of these groups are performing best relative to one another. And the combo I created, it puts 25% of the emphasis on, or let me restate that. It puts 33% of the emphasis on price and 66 and 2/3% of the emphasis on the intraday range, because my thinking is that the groups that are holding up the best are going to be near the top of their intraday range. And you can see this is the way this is sorted. Energy is at the top of the list. Based upon the combo, it's up 2.47%. The range is 90.53. And if you go down here, you can see that for the most part, they are lined up, but not always, because here's a 79.56 range, but there is an 80.79 range below it. But you can see the effect of 1/3 of the combo going to price rather than just the range. Now this combo I'm experimenting with. I may change it. If I change it, it'll be changed for everybody. But if you just want the range, you can just sort on the range too, but it's not going to make a lot of difference. Anyway, I'm going back to raw combo. What does this tell me? It tells me that the energy sector, based upon a percentage price change in range, is at the top of the list, followed by the technology sector, which a 2% gain, and at 87.10% near the top of the range. And this is the intraday change from the low price of the day, and you can see that the energy sector, it's up 4.04% from the low of the day. I can also see which of these are trading heavier volume, but I'm not factoring any of these other fields into my combo. Okay, so let's see what insight we can get out of this. The Qs are outperforming the spiders, the SPY I should say, and the energy sector is on top. So what I want to do, since the energy sector is on top, let me tighten this up a little bit, and that is XLE. I'm just going to drop down to XLE. Now what that does is it leads directly to all of the securities that are in the S&P energy sector. These are assigned by Standard & Poor. Now I paused the video for a second because I had forgotten to add the energy sector spider in here because I want to see how these stocks are, how their relative strength intraday based upon the combo ranking is to the index itself. So here's the spider, the XLE, and also in here we have the SPY, and the QQQ is right here. So the energy sector itself, based upon the combo, like I said, is outperforming those other indexes, the broader indexes, the SPY and the Qs, and it is clear up here at number 3. Now it just dropped down. You saw that update there. Wow, that was quite a jump. So now every one of these stocks right here are outperforming the index, and these are underperforming. So let's just take a look at Schlumberger, bring it up, make it full screen, and this stock is obviously still in a downtrend after this huge sell-off. If I go to, let's do the contemporary here, and you can see that the fan is down. This is actually what we used to refer to as a broken stock, but money's coming back into it now. If the sector continues to perform, and let me go back up here to the intraday. I'll just get a plain old chart here. We may be seeing the start of money flowing back into this sector. My thinking and my point of doing all of this is to quickly see where the money is flowing, first of all by looking at the RS to S&P sectors, which also includes the QQQ. Now look, since I began, the QQQ is now outperforming the SPY and all of these other sectors. It's up 2.7% for the day, trading near the high of the day. So money is flowing back into tech stocks. Now just to take advantage of this as far as relative strength in this other folder, I have intraday RS to the QQQ stocks. So these are the 100 stocks that are contained in the QQQ, so I can quickly flip there to see where the strength is. It looks like ASML is the top performing stock at 100% of its daily range right now. And I'm going to click on my space bar, and I've already had typed QQQ in there, and I can see which stocks are outperforming the index based upon my combo rank, and all of these are. Now let's see what's in here. Apple's in here. Apple's done pretty well today. It's been hammered recently because of the threatened tariffs. Okay, here's the Qs. Hit the space bar, SPY. I don't have SPY in here. I guess I just put the Qs in. But that's fine. I just want to see which of these stocks are outperforming the index. Now I'm going to go back up to the S&P sectors. So both of these, based upon the range and the price, with the emphasis on the range, are outperforming the other indexes. This is very close here. But here's the tech sector right here. So let's go look at the tech stocks, the XLK. Go to the tech stocks. Get this out of the way. Sorted on raw combo. And Cadence Design System is at the top of the list. Now the SPY is in there. SPY is here. So these are outperforming the SPY and QQQ. It's right above it. I didn't see it, but there it is. So these are the top stocks out of the S&P 500 XLK sector. If you'll notice in this column, very few of these have crossed the 3, has crossed the 6. In fact, the bulk of them are in this column right here. But after today, there will be more here that are populating this column. So let's look at a couple of charts here. I'm going to bring up Cadence Design. And you can see that it's trading near the top of its range. It's had stopping volume and strength seen returning. And this is strength seen returning after a downtrend plus an effort to rise. It held up fairly well yesterday on that downdraft. And today there's money coming back into it. Now you can see after it updated automatically, Skyworks Solution has come to the top of the list. If I bring it up, here it is. It's at the top of the range. Still in a downtrend. But once again, money is coming into it. Now, how can I tell which of these stocks are the strongest? Well, I can look at the RS rank, both here in HCSI RS rank or Kirkpatrick. But my preferred method is to use the ranking module and go to the top of the list and see which stocks are at the top of the list. And VeriSign is a stock. I think Buffett's been buying this, but based upon the Wilder RSI 14-week, this is one of the strongest charts. And you can see when I clicked on it in the ranking module, it automatically took me to its location within the warehouse, and it's clear down at number 59, but it is still positive for the day. But if I'm looking for the strongest stocks to maybe get into today, and this is late in the day, so I wouldn't really be considerate going into the weekend, but I look near the top and see which ones are outperforming the QQQ, or the SPY is right here. Or let me sort here. Here's the sector itself. Just highlight that. I sorted on ETF, and then I resorted on the combo, and all of 34 stocks are outperforming the index. Now the emphasis is on the intraday range, and you can see that this one, even though Palo Alto Networks is down 18 cents, it is at 93.80% of its daily range. And here's Texas Instruments minus 454, but late in the day it is driving higher. So this is an opportunity to locate stocks that have sold off and are trading near their high of the day. So money was flowing out and now it's flowing back in. If you look at this column right here, it's up 6.82%, and the volume is 154.2% above the average. So this will help find stocks that are down for the day, but if they start trading near the top of their intraday range, it means that money is flowing into them. It's not a perfect combo ranking, but I think it works pretty well. Now, I can possibly change it. If I do, it will be changed for all of you automatically, and I'll let you know. But I think this system will work out pretty well. Now, before I end this, let's go back to this. Let's see where we are. Raw combo, weakest group, and it's up based on the combo though, consumer staples, then healthcare, industrial service, and so on. But all of these were red at the beginning of the day, and it just totally turned around when that bond yield started dropping. Okay, let me cover a few more things. I'll be doing more of this in the future, but this is the most important one, intraday relative strength to the S&P sectors. But I've put these others in. I'm experimenting. Relative strength to the QQQ stocks, intraday relative strength to weekly optionable and ETF stocks. So where's the strength today? Look at this. Robinhood's is up 7.92% today. Look at these VPA flags that have been appearing here. Money flowing into that stock. And best, this is all the weekly optional stocks and ETFs from the OCC and the CBOE. This here, these are considered the best, most liquid stocks to trade based upon this. All the ranking is the same as far as the combo and so on. Okay, now this is relative strength to stocks in their industry group. I meant in industry groups. All of these stocks are assigned to industry groups, so I just put this one in here. I don't know how useful it'll be, but I thought I would experiment with it. And this here, this is relative strength to that group I created a while back. Intraday relative strength to the Market Insight ETF. And sorting on this, you can see that the energy sector is on top, followed by the NASDAQ Composite ETF, followed by XOP, which has really been beaten down, and then semiconductors and so on. So this one gives you a quick read on all the sectors, plus gold, plus treasury bonds, natural gas, and so on. I look at this in the morning, see what it looks like, and then see how things are changing throughout the day. And this, I just called it relative strength, the most followed stocks, and these are all of the big names. And I may be adding some more, Amazon, Microsoft, the Qs themselves, Apple, the Spider. Of course, these are optionable. And this is where the action is right now. That's it. If you have questions or if you have suggestions, but give it a try on Monday and see what you think. These will be included in this week's add-on, and I'll update. You don't have to do anything but just install. You shouldn't have to delete anything, but if there are any problems, just let me know with an email. Thank you for listening and have a good weekend.